Today we are going to discuss some special types of bacteria like Archaeobacteria, Cyanobacteria, Mycoplasma and Actinomycetes. Why they are special? Because they are unique. So far we discussed many things about bacteria in our previous videos. But these bacteria are unique in various characteristics. It may be a chemical composition of the cell membrane, so they have a resistance. Some of them they can live in extreme condition like low pH, high salinity, high temperature like that. These bacteria are prokaryotic, but some species they can behave like eukaryotes. Cyanobacteria is commonly called as blue-green algae. This is not algae, this is bacteria. The same way, Actinomycetes is called as ray fungi because they have a mycelial growth. But this is not a fungi, this is a bacteria. So in this video, we are going to discuss this special type of bacteria. At first, we are going to see the Archaeobacteria. Archaea prokaryotes and they are adapted to live in extreme environments like a high hot springs, high salinity, low pH. So they are commonly called as extremophiles. So they are mostly hemoautotrophs. Already we discussed the hemoautotrophs in nutrition. Hemoautotrophs in the sense they don't have a photosynthetic pigment, so they can't use the sunlight energy. So these bacteria obtain the energy from organic or inorganic substance that is called as the hemoautotrophs. So Archaeobacteria is a hemoautotroph. Why this type of bacteria alone can be able to live in the extreme condition in the sense they have a unique chemical composition in the cell membrane. The cell membrane is made up of the lipids like glycerol and isopropyl ether. So they have a unique resistance against the cell wall antibiotics, lytic agents. So they can able to live in the extreme condition. Example, Methanobacterium, they can produce the methane, and Halobacterium, they can able to live in a high salinity. Thermoplasma, they can live in a high temperature. So this is all about the Archaeobacteria. Next we are going to discuss the Cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria is popularly called as the blue-green algae or Cyanophyceae. So this is not algae. Why it is called as algae in the sense they are photosynthetic and it is a prokaryotic organism. Stromatolites or deposits formed when the colonies of cyanobacteria binds with calcium carbonate. So in the geological age is 2.7 billion years. So this fossil record indicates that the cyanobacteria helped the rising of the free oxygen in the atmosphere. So this is the major cause for the oxygen releasing in the atmosphere. And according to the evolutionary record, cyanobacteria is a very primitive form and found in different habitat. Most of them they are living in a fresh water and some of them in a marine water. Trichodesmium erythraeum is a cyanobacterium. This cyanobacterium only gives the red color to the Red Sea. Because of this cyanobacterium only the red in color the Red Sea. And some of the cyanobacterium they are helping to fix the atmospheric nitrogen by the symbiotic association. The cyanobacteria or the prokaryotes and they don't have a motile reproductive structure. Motile in the sense they can't moving. Reproductive structures are not moving. The thallus is unicellular alone and they have a filamentous trichome. The gliding movement is noticed in some of the species, Asletoria. Like some of the species they have a gliding movement. The protoplasm is differentiated into center region is called as a centroplasm and the outer peripheral region is called as the chromoplasm. Inside the cell, cyanobacteria is a phototrophic bacteria. So they have a photosynthetic pigments. They include the chlorophyll phycocyanin and chlorophyll phycoerythrin along with the myxoxanthin and myxoxanthophil. They reserve food material in the form of cyanophycean starch. The food material will be stored in the form of cyanophycean starch. In some form, a large colorless cell is found in the terminal intercalary portion that is called as a heterocyst. They are involving in the nitrogen fixation. They can reproduce only by the vegetative method Sexual reproduction is absent, so they can reproduce only through the vegetative methods like fission, endospore formation, echinates, hormogonia. Echinates in the sense thick wall cell that is dormant, and hormogonia in the sense the filaments get a portion of filament get detached and it will be reproduced by cell division method. Fission in the sense the mother cell is going to divide into two daughter cell. Endospore formation in the sense it will be many spores they are forming. So these are the vegetative methods reproduce. The presence of mucilage around the thallus is the characteristic features of this group. So this is called as a myxophysae. Myxophysae. The thallus fully having the mucilage. So it is called as a myxophysae. Some of the cyanobacteria are releasing the toxin and it affects the aquatic organism, but most of them are beneficial. They fix the atmospheric nitrogen and are used as a biofertilizer, and their spirulina is rich in protein. Here it is used as a single cell protein. Single cell protein in the sense space for a scientist alone they are using a single cell protein alone they are taking a food. So these are the beneficial activities of the cyanobacteria. Next, we are going to discuss the mycoplasma. Mycoplasma is otherwise called as a molecules. This is also a prokaryote and it is a very small. It is a pleomorphic gram-negative microorganism. Pleomorphic in the sense various form. It will occur in various different forms. It was first isolated by the scientist Knockout and his workers in the year 1898 from the pleural fluid of cattle. This cattle was affected by the bovine pleuropneumonia. Knockout and his co-workers, they are collected the pleural fluid in the sense lungs surround பண்ணியிருக்கிற fluid. அந்த fluid வந்து already அந்த cattle வந்து is affected by the bovine pleuropneumonia. And the disease caused பண்ண mycoplasma they are separated. So these bacteria or they don't have a cell wall and it is appears like a frayed egg. Fray பண்ண egg மாதிரி இருக்கும் இந்த culture plate. The DNA contains low guanine and cytosine content than true bacteria. True bacteria இருக்கிறத விட guanine and cytosine content will be very less. So they cause the disease in animals and plants. In plants in the sense little leaf of brinjal, witch's broom of legumes, pylody of cloves, sandal spike or some of the common plant disease caused by mycoplasma. Pleuropneumonia is caused by the mycoplasma mycoides. So these are about the mycoplasma. Finally, we are going to see the actinomycetes. Actinomycetes is otherwise called as actinobacteria. This is more commonly called as a ray fungi. This is not a fungi. Actually, it is a bacteria because they have the mycelia-like growth. Usually, fungi only having this mycelia-like growth. So the same mycelial growth appears in the actinomycetes. Actinomycetes are anaerobic or facultative anaerobic microorganism. Already we know about anaerobic. Anaerobic in the sense these microorganisms they can live without oxygen. Facultative anaerobic in the sense if the oxygen is present means they consume the oxygen. If there is no oxygen means they can go for that anaerobic mechanism. That is called as anaerobic, facultative anaerobic. And they are gram-positive bacteria. They do not produce the aerial mycelium. The DNA contains the high guanine and cytosine content comparing to the normal bacteria. Frankia is a symbiotic actinobacterium. So they produce the root nodules and fixes the atmospheric nitrogen in a non-leguminous plants. And they produce the multicellular sporangium. Actinomyces bovis is one of the pathogenic bacteria. They grow in the oral cavity and causes the disease called lumpy jaw. Streptomyces is a mycelial forming of actinobacteria which is living in the soil. This alone causes the earthy odor to the soil after the rain because they presence of a geosmine, that is a volatile organic compound present in that. So they are making the earthy odor after the rain. So some important antibiotics are produced from this group: streptomycin, chloramphenicol, tetracycline. So these are the important antibiotics they are produced from the actinomycetes. Thus, these are all the special type of bacteria because they having some peculiar unique characteristics. Thank you.